Sure.
All right, my name is Frank Cann, and I'm representing my siblings and the Cann family in establishing the Frank W. Cann Memorial Scholarship Award. We're doing this in remembrance of our father who died 50 years ago, this coming August. Composure. I was told earlier today that before I wouldn't do this. Bear with me. Anybody got a joke?
I'm not very good.
I don't want to do it. I was told earlier today that you might be looking down saying, we're proud of what you're doing. No, I thought. He probably said, I should take this along. Well, for those of you who didn't know him, that's probably the majority of you here, I'd like to just take a little background, give you a little bit of background about our dad. He was born May 17, 1922. He hailed from Bracken County, Kentucky. As a young man, his family moved to Ohio and settled in the Locust Corner area of Pierce Township and established a farm there. He attended Locust Corner grade school, and that was one of the schools at that time. He then attended Richmond High School. He only went through the sophomore year as orphanage and the home life called. He labored at farming and odd jobs until he entered the U.S. Army during World War II. He served in the 83rd Infantry Division in Europe and was involved in many major combat operations like the Battle of the Bulge. He was awarded many meritorious awards and awarded 2 Purple Hearts for his heroic action. When he returned home, he married Gladys May Cornell, a Richmond resident, and direct descendant of Jacob White, one of the founders of the town. Gladys would be his wife for 22 years. They established a home in Pierce Township, and they had 5 children. After the war, he worked at several jobs, but early on he recognized the need for new homes for returning World War II veterans. To learn the business, he hauled concrete blocks by hand, joined with his brother Stanley, and started a trucking business, and they built several houses together. He then branched out on his own and became a homeowner primarily in the Richmond area. He built over 120 homes over a period of approximately 15 years, a couple of which can be seen right from you go outside. You'll see a few homes right up the road that he built. He employed many residents in the New Richmond area and built many long-lasting relationships. Not only was he a successful home builder, he was a community servant. He helped maintain roads in Pierce Township and was the first zoning inspector for that community. He purchased a garbage truck and ran the first trash collection service for Pierce Township for several years. He also coached the Pierce basketball team and was involved in many community activities. One of his most significant and proudest accomplishments was that of serving on the New Richmond School Board. From 1960 until his death in 1964. During that time period, he helped create the formation of the exempted village school district. He helped purchase the land needed to move the schools from mid to Richmond in town to the present location on which we stand. Our dad passed away August 3rd, 1964, at the age of 42. Sorry, age of 42, after suffering a major heart attack. He left his wife, He left his wife Gladys and children, Mark Franklin, age 16, Joy Lynn, age 5, Tracy Lynn, age 3, John Raymond, age 2, and Jeffrey Leo Scott, age 3 months. His passing was a great loss to the community of New Richmond and was far too early. His accomplishments still stand today in the form of housing generations of families and bettering the opportunities for students of New Richmond, all of whom benefited from his work. To that end, the Cann family commemorates his life by establishing this memorial scholarship. On behalf of the entire Cann family, I am proud to present this first annual Frank Cann Memorial Scholarship to a resident of Locust Corner in Pierce Township, Mr. Stone Oliver.